Aloha and welcome to Dr. Matt's Facebook Live. And I just wanted to share with you all that last week I know Dr. Matt talked about perceptions, and he mentioned that he was going to be away this week and that I'll be doing the Facebook Live. Aloha, Vera, how are you? And he is actually at the Empowerment Breakthrough Week right now. They're actually about an hour north from me. He is teaching breakthrough sessions, so there's 95 people in the room ready to become master practitioners and do breakthrough sessions. And so I know that today is a key day for him to be teaching. And so I'll be taking over his Facebook Live today. And what I really wanted to share with you all, aloha, is it Lului? Rusi? Aloha. And Andrea, aloha, nice to see you here. And I wanted to share with you all a story about receiving. For those of you who are students, you know a little bit about what I'm talking about in terms of how beliefs affect your reality. And for those of you that are new, we teach the concept that what you believe at an unconscious level becomes your reality. And I wanted to share with you a story about receiving, because sometimes I believe, at least in my own experience and my own journey, that we sometimes can use a little bit of awareness on how we're receiving the outside world. NLP is communication, and energy is communication. Life is communication. It's a flow of energy back and forth. And I wanted to share with you guys about receiving, because a couple of weeks ago, was in San Diego. And I taught a practitioner training with Nicole. And it was one of the events where I didn't have Joe, my partner, come fly in to help me out with Joseph, my toddler. He's 1.5 now. And I went to this training, found an amazing nanny to take care of Joseph. And during this training, I didn't pack correctly. And I had forgotten a few things. And I forgot like a cardigan to go with my outfit. And that was not good news, because then I didn't have anything to wear on the last day of training. And at this training in San Diego, maybe some of you were there, it's at this amazing location, the Sheraton La Jolla, where it's walking distance to a Whole Foods and a Nordstrom rack. So one of the mornings, I remember I had 45 minutes to go find something to wear. So I dropped off Joseph with the nanny. I walked over to Nordstrom Rack, and ladies or gentlemen, who, if any of you have ever had an experience with shopping and being frustrated, it started off that way. I was looking around and I was like, I gotta find this sweater. I gotta find something to wear, or else I have nothing to wear tomorrow. And I was going around looking through all the racks. It was fall, and a lot of the sweaters were very thick. And if any of you have ever taught from stage before, or you get very hot when you teach, or you go around and do meetings in rooms with different temperatures, sometimes finding the right outfit is not the easiest, because you need to find something that will layer well, that you won't burn in. And so I was looking around and everything was too thick. And I was going through the rounds, and some of the sweaters that I liked, this was too small, this was too big. And I was going around trying on things, and I was starting to get really frustrated. I hope some of you can appreciate if you've ever felt that way when you're doing something, you get frustrated. And I started to think and go down this rabbit hole where I thought, maybe I'm not gonna find this. What will I do if I don't find this sweater? What are my options? God, this was such a waste of time. And this was going through my mind. And then I went to the men's section, and I did what's called in NLP a pattern interrupt. So I stopped. I recognized that I was going down this groove of thinking, and I stopped. I took a deep breath and I grounded, and I thought, what's my intention? What do I really want here? I want to find an amazing sweater. I don't want to find just something so-so. I want to find an awesome sweater. And so I stopped, I took a breath, I grounded, I got back into my body, And I created a picture in my mind of how I would know that I found this awesome sweater. And I've tried my best to describe this in words, and sometimes it's been challenging. But it's a matter of trust is a good word that I think I could use to describe this, or more of a knowing, like a knowing that aligning higher self and unconscious mind and aligning these things would allow the energy to flow, and that would help me in getting what I wanted. So whatever words you want to use, but it was just like this trusted knowing. And after I pressed the reset button and I did this pattern interrupt and I put this picture out into the future, I held it in my mind. It's as if I had a GPS. I just kind of had like an internal GPS and I followed it. And I went to this one rack, which I had already gone to, by the way. And I was looking through the medium and the larges, and I was looking around, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw a hanger. And it was a little bit wedged, and on top of the hanger, it said OS, which meant one size. And everything else had sizes, mediums and large, but it said OS. And I picked up the hanger, and I pulled out the sweater. And so it didn't have any sizes, which means it would fit me no matter what. And it was thin, like thin enough that I wouldn't burn inside the sweater and get hot while I was teaching. And I put it on and I looked in the mirror, and it was beyond perfect. And I thought, yes, this is awesome. I found it. In the short amount of time that I had, I found the sweater. And the interesting thing about this is the sweater was there all along. I didn't see it when I had looked at that rack earlier. And so would it have been possible for me to walk out of Nordstrom Rack in frustration and say, gosh darn it, I'm just not going to find the sweater. You know, I'll just have to deal with what I have in my suitcase, or who knows, maybe I'll have to go out later tonight and look again. And the sweater was there all along, and all I needed was to stop, to ground, to expect something good to come out of the situation, to have a knowingness that I would find what I wanted, that I would get the intention, and to receive the intention. Sometimes this is a journey for me personally, is this journey of receiving. And in that moment, I stopped and said, I am willing to receive the perfect sweater because I don't have time and because I really, really need it. But it was just this pause. And so, you know, I just wanted to share this story, and perhaps for those of you who are watching this, maybe there's something in your life that you're looking for, or something that you want, or something that you desire, or something that is calling to you. And just like the sweater, maybe it's already in your environment. Maybe it's already there. It's close by. You just can't see it. And perhaps taking a moment to stop, to breathe, to get aligned, to connect with your unconscious mind and your higher self. And perhaps you just need that pattern interrupt, that reset, and to trust your inner knowing so that you can find what it is that you want. I also wanted to share with you all that we have a couple of announcements. We are going to be in Phoenix in the beginning of December, and we are going to be in Orange County wrapping up the year with some pracs. If you guys want some information, you can visit nlp.com. And there's also a virtual NLP training happening at the same time as OC. So if you have any friends, any family, anyone that you know where you're thinking, man, this person would really benefit from going to a practitioner, they can be anywhere. We've had people all over the world sign up, so the virtual is happening that weekend too. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I'm not really sure who's doing the Facebook Live next week, and Dr. Matt will be traveling, so I may see you guys next week, or perhaps Mandy, Nicole, or Valen, one of our other trainers, will be doing the Facebook Live. And either way, I hope you guys have the most wonderful week, and that you guys are one step closer to aligning to what it is that you want. Aloha and ahui ho.